Hey guys, it's me, Ashley Williams here, and I just want to let you guys know that I really need your help. This video is basically outlining everything that has happened since I purchased my GLC 300 from Buckhead at Mercedes-Benz. Now, this is my second car that I'm getting from Buckhead at Mercedes-Benz. I can't stress enough how it was an amazing experience to be buying a car from a black-owned business in Atlanta, okay? And it's my second time. I loved everything from my sales rep, which is Fred. Has always been there to help me, all the way down to my service person, which is Josh. When I initially met Josh, he was just a regular sales rep, and over the years when I got my first car, he was there for me to help me throughout the process. Now, while I was driving the car, I got into a really bad accident. There were a couple of kids, they were in the car just picking up, each other from school or whatever, and their tires were bald, okay? So I'm sitting here and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm sitting in the rearview mirror and I could see this car coming up behind me and it smashed me. It smashed into me, and I smashed into the person in front of me. They had to cut me out of that vehicle. But the part that hurt the most was when I realized that the car seat that Ty would have been in was actually in the front seat. At that time, I realized, like, I can't have this small car again. So I went back to the dealership and we got the GLC 300, which is a bigger car. It's spacious, okay? And it's everything that me and Ty needed. Well, within a month of having that car, it would just shut off. But at that time, it was really sporadic. It was like I would drive somewhere and it would cut off, and then it wouldn't do that again for a couple of months. So I brought it back to Josh, and I'm like, hey, something's really wrong with my car. I don't really know what's going on. He's like, okay, leave it here. I left it there for that day. He said, hey, Ashley can come and pick up the car. There's nothing wrong. We didn't see anything. It kept happening. It kept happening. And there was no way for me to, tell him or show him exactly when it was happening. So finally, we were up to the point where my warranty was up. And I said, Josh, this car is definitely shutting off. Something is wrong with this car. So he said, Ashley, okay, I know your warranty is going up. We're going to keep the car for the weekend. I'm going to have my service people drive the car, see what's going on. He had the car for the weekend. He said, no problem. Now, what's hard is once I'm out of warranty, I really can't do much. Everything will be left on me at that point. And I got the car, we're riding in the car, and Ty's in the car, which is my daughter, and the car shuts off. And because I was in the GLA first, and I could see that I see this truck coming towards me when I'm in the car. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm scared. So even in that time when we're driving in the car, Ty is with me, I did get scared. I really was like, oh my God, it was a truck behind us and the car completely shut off on the expressway. And I was looking at my daughter in the rear view mirror, and I was like, it's gonna be okay, it's gonna be okay. But I was terrified, I was scared, I didn't know what I was gonna do. And I kept pushing the button, and finally the car came off, and we went off on the side of the road. We veered off to the side of the road. At that time, I realized I could not have Ty in the car anymore. You know what I'm saying? And if I take that risk, I have to take it alone. I can't bring my child with me, or I just cannot drive on the highway. So once that happened, I realized, what am I going to do? So I brought my car to Mercedes-Benz at Buckhead, all right? And I left it with Josh, and I said, Josh, something is wrong with my car. It broke down at least 8 times getting here. I called the service person at the 1-800 number with Mercedes-Benz, and she's like, oh my God, stay on the phone with me. She was awesome, okay? She stayed on the phone with me the whole time until I got to the dealership. When I got to the dealership, they literally pushed my car into the service department, and then they provided me with a loaner. There are many articles on the computer, the internet, talking about my model car and how it is just shutting off wherever that it is. I need your help. There needs to be a recall on this car, and it doesn't need to be at the cost of Ty passing or me or any soul. And it's very hurtful that the car is doing this. And I brought it to Buckhead at Mercedes-Benz, and I talked to Kaiser, Mr. Kaiser, Roger Kaiser. And Kaiser said to me, he cares, but it's not his problem. Now, when I gave them the car, they told me that it was going to be $27,000 for a new engine. I only owe $19,000 on my car. So I asked them, I said, what can you guys do? I know you guys know what's wrong with this car. I know you know that this car is shutting off. You know it's not my fault. Can you please help me? They wouldn't help me. They wouldn't help me. They said they want the loaner back, and I can't drive the car away because there's no way that I'm going to be able to get the car off the dealership lot. They want me to continue paying that 19,600 that I owe on the car with no car, no way to provide for my kid. Everybody knows that I'm a photographer. I have multiple businesses. There's no way for me to get to any of these businesses because what? I have no vehicle. And I explained that to Roger. I said, Roger, I really need your help. I really need for you to figure out a way to assist me in some way. I don't know how, you know what I'm saying? But I need you to help me. Roger got off the phone. And nothing happened. They didn't tell me how much they would appraise my car for. They didn't tell me how much they would give it to me for. They told me that it wasn't their problem. They told me that they cared, though. They did tell me that they care. The reason that I'm making this video, y'all, is because we have to do something. I have asked as many people, talked to as many supervisors that I can. I've even told headquarters in Sandy Springs at Buckhead what's going on, but now no one has said anything. So now I'm going to social media. I'm using all of my platforms. I need you guys. I need y'all to comment. I need you guys to at Mercedes-Benz at Buckhead. I need you to at Mercedes-Benz at headquarters. And they need to do a recall on my car, okay? I am not asking for anything for free. I would love a G-Wagon paid off. Who would not? But even if I just continue my car note, please put me in a car that actually rides. Please do not just take my car from me, okay? Say that it's my fault and just keep me in trash. Keep me outside. Keep me just out here because it's not fair. It's not right. And it's wrong that somebody has to die in order for someone to actually put a recall on the car. So I'm asking you guys, post this, share this, tell people if you know someone who has my model and is going through, please get together. We can all band together. I'm not trying to take anybody down. I am just trying to get justice. Okay, I am just trying to keep my child safe, me safe, okay? And I'm also trying to ride in style in a Mercedes Benz. You know what I mean? The car died at 120 miles and I bought it in 2021. There's no reason that car should be dead. And they know this, but they don't care. They gave me the runaround, and they treated me they really just brushed me off, really. I hate that I have to go to social media. I hate that I have to do this. I hate that I have to expose this. But what am I supposed to do, collective? What am I supposed to do, y'all? What am I supposed to do? So please help me make this